Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my Port Adelaide Management Career Mode here on AFL 26. Today we've got the Sydney Swans at the Adelaide Oval, and I'm very keen for this game actually because I am quite well versed with the Swans at the moment. I went to the Crows Swans game at the SCG on Saturday, and the Swans got absolutely belted, so hopefully they can put in a bit of a better effort than they did in real life on Saturday. Now, awkward story, I did forget to rotate Lukosius and Georgiadis out of the team, so they are still in the lineup. We go in unchanged from last week. Hopefully, we do not accrue any injuries because of my stupidity. Swans have called heads on the toss. Let's see how the toss of the coin goes. We've won the toss. Actually, no, Sydney have won the toss, excuse me. There's only a very small wind to the right of screen, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And the Swans are going to kick to the left. But I hope you're all doing very well today. Obviously coming off a very interesting episode last time out. As Hayden McLean actually takes a very nice mark at half forward. We get it nice via Zerk Thatcher. Does a very good job. Finds Darcy Burn-Jones at halfback. We've got another short kick here. Bergman trying to run onto it. Try and hit the target. We do. Anastopoulos going to play on actually. Nobody standing the mark. Whitlock has a couple to deal with. Does well. Can't take the mark, unfortunately. Callum Mills out the back by himself. Takes a nice uncontested mark. But Zerk Thatcher once again intercepts. Does a very, very good job. We've got players centrally. That's where we're going to go. And Connor Rosie takes a nice mark. Now, all of our guys are just at half forward. So we may as well just kick it in the Horne-Francis direction. Hopefully we take a mark and we can't. Got a stoppage inside the centre circle. Jordan Sweet up against Brodie Grundy. Obviously one of the premier ruckmen in the AFL. Jordan Sweet kicks long towards goal. Looking for Whitlock. Can't take the mark. Handball forward. Smokin' Joe kicks the first for Port Adelaide. I don't think he kicked one last week. But a very, very good start. Trying to hit up a forward. Can't. Just sloppy play right now. And Burgoyne takes a nice mark at half forward. Another short kick. There's Georgiadis. Lining up for his first on the day. Hopefully, obviously his conditioning and Lukosius's conditioning isn't too good. So we're going to have to manage them through this game to prevent injuries. And he's hit the post to get the first behind on the day. Forward entry for the Swans. It's another mark in defensive 50 for us. The Burger King does well. Let's go with the short risky kick. Does not pay off. Long ball for the Swans. And now Will Hayward takes the mark inside the forward pocket. Going around his body to kick the first for the Swans. He does well. The South Australian gets the first on the board for today. Swans clear it once again. Alia, former Swan, takes a nice mark at centre half back. Let's kick long down the line. We've got the numbers here. Great hands again by Butters. Short kick looking for Smokin' Joe Berry. Wide open. And he's going to have his second shot on goal. Didn't have a good game last week. And we probably would have dropped him had I not forgotten to change the lineup. And that is not a good kick. Taylor Adams now at half back. Does another short kick. Can't find anybody. Finlayson at half forward. Takes a good grab. We've got numbers. Lockie Jones is on the move. And he picks it up. Another wayward kick, unfortunately. So the goal kicking last couple of episodes has been a real problem. Just not doing well enough in front of goal. That is a poor kick out of fullback. And we just turned the ball over far too easily. Logan Evans kicks forward. Big fly from behind. Didn't actually see who it was. Whitlock with the handball forward. Horne-Francis gets one back for Port. Sloppy start to the game. We're only 12 minutes in and it's not been very, very clean so far. Great tackle. Actually, great smother, excuse me. McLean kicking towards full forward. Great mark again by Zerk Thatcher. Another forward entry. Let's take a mark here. We do. Whitlock was really good last week. Kicked 8 in the end. I think 4 of those came in the last quarter. And has had a bit of a mixed bag start to his career so far. He's had some really good games and he's had some real duds as well. One of our objectives is to score 11 behinds. We are certainly on track to get that done today, but we also, I think one of them was to score 28 goals. Nick Blakey's just picked up a hamstring injury You can see him limping just in front of where we are. He's in not a good way right now. And the ball, back forward goes to McLean once again. Connor Rozee with the intercept mark. Let's kick long to Whitlock. He is the primary target up forward. Can't take the mark, unfortunately. Another clearing kick finds Goulden, who I don't actually think has played in real life this season. I think he's had a few injury concerns. Connor Rozee, we've got to find a target, not just bomb it long. Short kick, just trying to find a target. Ends up with Travis Boak, not a bad option. We end up with Jeremy Finlayson once again, lining up for his first on the day. And to get it beyond a 3-goal game, he's done well. Just under a 3-goal game, I was meant to say. But anyway, 17-point game early in the piece. And the Swans play on off of halfback. That was kind of dumb. And now Joel Amarty's taken a mark at full forward. I've just seen that Zach Butters has picked up a hamstring injury, so we're already down a man. Not going well. Amarty kicks a goal, and hopefully Butters' injury isn't too serious. Butters now subbed out. Smoke and Joe Richards into the game, off the bench. We get boot to ball via Horn Francis after being wrapped up. Good tackle by Aaliyah. Another loose ball. Just got to pick it up. Lay a tackle. Do well. Well done, Darcy Byrne-Jones. Now we got another stoppage. Horn Francis is just out the back by himself. Loose ball. Well done, Willem Drew. We need a mark. We need a mark. Can't get the mark. God, there's about 4 of you there. Do something. Great vision by Anastopoulos. Finds Joe Berry, who's having quite a game so far. Getting a lot of the ball. Not necessarily the most accurate in front of goal so far. That's offline. He could have kicked 3 already if he was shooting straight. Swans in the back pocket now with Will Hayward. Looking for Grundy. Finds him. Kicking up the line. Mitchell does a good job getting to that ball. Grundy once again. Where are our guys? We are just nowhere right now. Aaliyah. Loose handball over the top. Brave decision. One more. There we go. One more again. Now hit up a target. Can't. Ah! Panic. Panic. Whitlock. He's missed from directly in front. Intercept mark in the pocket. Works out okay. But, oh, actually, Finlayson's a left footer, so this should work out. We'll see what he can conjure up. Just outside that left goalpost. Get it to swing back. That would be awesome. He's hit the post, unfortunately. So 8 behinds once again in the first quarter. For whatever reason, we just can't kick straight in the first quarter. Just been a theme of things across the last couple of videos. Loose ball, kicked up the wing. And Aaliyah takes a good grab in the middle of the ground. If we can get one more goal before quarter time. Not going to be Joe Berry, we don't think. Rozee can't take the mark. Loose handball. Finlayson. Hit the other post this time. Tackle. Wasted opportunity. A lot of wasted opportunities in that first quarter, I should say. 3 goals, 9 to 2 straight. The Swans have been pretty good, to be perfectly honest, but they are just hanging around the game just due to our own stupidity in front of goal. Horn Francis has a goal. Berry, 1 goal, 2. Finlayson, 1 goal, 2. Connor Rozee getting a lot of the ball. Horn Francis has 7 touches, as does Jake Lloyd and Smoke and Joe Berry. Really, really interesting contest so far. We're not doing too bad in the ruck either, I believe. If we have a quick look at that, Jordan Sweet, 7 hit-outs to 2, doing very, very nicely. I feel like we're really down to 19 men at this point, because obviously we've used the sub on Butters. Lukosius and Georgiadis' stamina's just in the floor. So we are in a lot of trouble right now. Hopefully we just get this mark here at halfback. We can't. McLean having a very good game on Aaliyah. Hasn't kicked a goal yet, I believe. And then Zerk Thatcher once again at halfback. Does a good job. Risky kick inside. Ends up with Jordan Sweet. Let's go wide. I'm actually not sure who I was kicking to there. But Berry's giving chase. Can't smother the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Zerk Thatcher wins out once again. He's working the ball forward. Tommy Cochran standing by himself. Rosee's on the move. We need a mark. And he's got one. I'm playing Rozee at full forward at the moment, not because I want him to kick goals, but to be perfectly honest, with Georgiadis and Lukosius out of commission, we need someone who is reliable in front of goal to take marks and kick goals. And Whitlock is currently playing at centre-half forward. So Rosie is our next best bet. And he slots through his first of the day. Swans take a mark at halfback. Callum Mills looking for a target. Only finds Alir. Okay, let's have a look. See what's presenting. Got a few players sort of in that hot spot. One of them is Smokin' Joe Berry. Not known for his contested marking and, you know, disappoints on this occasion. Now we've got Roberts at halfback for the Swans. Let's see what he can do to launch the Swans into attack. Ends up with Warner. He's pushing forward, looking for McLean. Finds him. Long ball by Hayward, looking towards the goal square. And Logan McDonald takes a very nice mark. Hasn't seen a lot of it today. But going to be having a look at a goal here. See if he can get the third on the board for the Swans. Nails it. Long ball from Sydney out of the centre. I think that was Rowbottom. 9 points the difference now. And it is all down just to our inaccuracy. Both teams have kicked 4 goals already. But we're 9 points ahead. Very, very fortunate. Swans working it out of the middle once again. Alir just trailing behind, struggling to keep up. Good tackle. We got a ball up. Great hit out by Finlayson. Lockie Evans. Lockie Jones gets wrapped up. Grundy with the hands. Goulden, long ball to full forward. It's offline. Ball on the wing with Anastopoulos. Let's go long. Looking for Rosie. Seems uncontested, but did end up with 2 guys on him in the end. Loose ball. Wines. Trying to get boot to it. Doesn't find a target, unfortunately. Swans clear it out of defensive 50. Ends up with Taylor Adams once again. He's having a fairly decent game so far, getting a bit of the ball. Grundy gets wrapped up. We just can't lay a tackle right now. Really struggling with that. Richards. Come on. There's a man out. It's Sweet. Short little kick. Looking for Horn Francis. Can't take the mark. Come on. Kick towards goal. Richards. Can't find anybody. Berry intercepts. Could have a crack on goal, which I think is actually what we're going to do. 7 disposals has been very, very good so far. But it's just that the end product is where we're really struggling. Berry, long ball. Another behind. Alir at halfback now. We need to do better transitioning the ball into our forward 50. Because we're just kicking it long and hoping right now. Rosie takes a nice mark. Let's kick a little bit closer to goal. Cochrane can't take the mark. Just somebody kick a goal, for God's sake. Lockie Jones. Kicked another behind. There's the objective, but just not being clean enough with possession right now. So, but at least we've made some money today. That's, you know, that's something. I did talk about that in my last video where we just sort of went over a few tips for AFL 26. Great fly from the Swans there. But the Swans just doing it far too easy, transitioning the ball out of their defense right now. 10-point game, 12 minutes into the second quarter. Great mark by Ryan Burton. Does a really nice job. Whitlock needs to take a mark here. Does well. We've got players forward. Horn Francis is by himself. Takes a good mark, but we've got to get closer to goal because the long-distance goal kicking is not working for us right now. Tommy Cochrane, actually it's Anastopoulos, excuse me. Gonna have a shot on goal. Lining it up with the right goalpost. See if we can get one. Finally do. We need 28 goals to get our second objective. That's not going to happen today. Long ball out of the Swans defense. Alir takes a very good mark. Got a few players just in that sort of hotspot area. We just need a mark inside 50. Horn Francis takes it. We're going to have a shot, even though our long distance goal kicking has not been too superb today. But Horn Francis is one of our best kicks just in general. Long ball. It's a mark on the goal line via Connor Rosie. That was not what I had in mind. But if it turns out in the goal, I don't really care how they come at this point. Rosie's got 2, and it's a 22-point game. Another ball out of the middle. It's a push in the back. We'll take the free kick. Now we've got players wide here. Horn Francis, once again, getting really involved for this quarter, which I like to see. We're sort of playing with a makeshift midfield right now. We'll have to have a look at it in a little bit. Cochrane, kick in board, finds Burgoyne. Handball forward. One more. Rosie. It's a behind. Loose handball forward. Horn Francis trying to send it back to someone who can do something with it. Doesn't work out in the end, and the Swans just dominating right now in possession. But they're not really doing anything with it, which is kind of working to our advantage. Poor kick inside. Finds Lockie Jones, who playing off a half-back today, sort of doing a little bit of a different role. He's been playing mainly at half-forward for us in this series so far. Great body work in the contest by Burn Jones. It's kicked to full forward. Loose. Oh. Great smother, but just wasteful once again. Can't take the mark to redeem ourselves. James Rowbottom looking for someone who can do with something with it. I can't get my words out today. Jace Burgoyne takes a nice mark at half-back. Long ball to half-forward. We need a mark. Ollie Wines does well. Can get a small ball over the top we can. Horn Francis takes a good mark. Should be lining up for a second here. I've butchered the kick, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's no good. Bad kick out of fullback. Ends up with Jordan Sweet. Great intercept. Long ball to full forward. We need a mark. Connor Rosie does well. Finally puts through another goal for Port Adelaide. It's been a long time coming. 30-point game. But I feel like it's just been all behind so far. 7-13 plays, 4 goals, 1. Sydney just really struggling to get any momentum forward right now. And as soon as I say that, they take a mark inside forward 50. Joel Amati already has a goal for today. Looking for a second late in the first half. That's a nice kick. The Swans get one back before halftime. Can we get one more before halftime? Travis Boat gets wrapped up. Great tackle by Rowbottom. If we can get one more right before halftime, that would set us really up well for the second half. Loose ball, Burgoyne. Ollie Wines gets a high tackle. Now we just got to find someone. Long ball to Connor Rosie. Has been one of our best bets all season. He takes a good mark for a 3rd goal on the quarter, I believe. He slots it straight through the middle. Back out to a 5-goal game. And it has been a captain's effort. His team struggling with injuries and stamina. The captain has stood up strong. And there's halftime. It is a 5-goal game and even 30 points at this point in time. 5 goals, 4 to 3 goals, 1 in that second half. So I guess from a goal kicking perspective, we did kick a little bit straighter. Still not fantastic, but we're on track for about 300 disposals today, which is going to be quite interesting. I don't think we've cracked 300 this season, but we're getting a lot of free kicks, which is quite cool. Getting the clearances, both teams getting clearances to be perfectly honest. We're dominating in the marks, tackles is even. They are killing us in the spoils, but Connor Rosie, 4 goals in the first half. We might have to get him into the midfield, try and sort of work him into that midfield, as obviously we are running a few sort of kegs short in the midfield right now. Horn Francis has been pretty good. Joe Berry, 1 goal, 3. If that was 3 goal 1, I'd be feeling a lot better. And Finlayson's also been very, very good for us. Callum Mills leading the way disposal-wise on the game. He has 17. Horn Francis has 16. Adams and Lloyd doing very, very well for the Swans as well. Jordan Sweet getting a lot of the ball. Lockie Jones off of halfback and Jace Burgoyne getting a bit of it as well. And just before we get into the second half, Georgiadis and Lukosius have been sitting on the bench for the majority of the game, to be perfectly honest. And their stamina bar is basically at a 3rd. So that is basically the importance of stamina. I don't know what we're going to do with this midfield heading into the second half. I'm going to have a play around with it, and then we will have a look, and obviously I'll address it and see how we go. All right, in the middle of the ground, we've got Jordan Sweet in the ruck. Connor Rosie's in there, along with Ollie Wines and Smokin' Joe Richards. Let's see how we go in this second half. Loose handball forward. Actually get a kick back in the end. Alia needs to find a target. Looking for, I believe that's Tommy Cochran. Does a good job. Takes a nice mark early. We're looking for Anastopoulos. Very good hands. Lining up for number 2 on the day. Perfect start in the second half. Loose ball in the middle of the ground. Connor Rosie. 1-2 with Jordan Sweet. Actually ends up with Alia. Not a good kick forward. And now Grundy takes the mark on the wing. Has been really good today for the Swans, I will admit. He probably, I can't say he's gotten the better of Jordan Sweet, because I feel like the battle's been pretty even. But they're definitely having a very good contest as Ollie Florent takes a nice mark at halfback for the Swans. And then kicks it straight back to Connor Rosie in the middle of the ground. Now, we just need to find a body forward. Who is that? It's Logan Evans running forward. Takes a nice mark. Doesn't kick a lot of goals. I don't think he's kicked one for us this year. Left footer. Only the 6 disposals off of half-back. But that is pretty good. We've got 10 on the day. 18 more to go. Loose handball forward. Burgoyne, that's a high tackle. On Rosie, actually. But now we're looking for Burgoyne. And it's going to end up with Anastopoulos once again. Not a bad kick on goal. It's swinging back, but it's no good, unfortunately. Swans doing well, working the ball out of full-back. And as soon as I say that, ends up with George Sweet. Now, we just got to find a target inside forward 50. Can't take the mark on this occasion. Long ball, cleared. And now Alir at halfback, having a very, very good game so far. Looking for Logan Evans, who's not playing in the forward line, but for whatever reason has just found himself forward. Now ended up with Brody Grundy. Taylor Adams, ball in hand. We might be running a little bit low on stamina now, and this is where the game starts to fall to pieces. Squad rotation is key. Ball down the line. Can't take the mark. Not really sure what happened there, but we've got it in the end. Short ball forward. That's not 15. Jordan Sweet. Burgoyne needs to kick a goal. Gets wrapped up. Great defense. Getting back by Sydney. And James Rowbottom really, really clutched there. It's a 2-on-1 at half forward. And now McLean is going to be the target. And Errol Goulden running forward. Unopposed. Going to be having a look at his first shot on goal for today. To get the Swans back in it somehow. He's done well. Swans pushing forward once again. Giving chase. Great intercept by Alir. Now we've got a man out. We just need quick kick. Can't get boot to ball. God, now we're in trouble. We're in big trouble now. Amadi's over the top by himself. Great tackle. Holding the ball. Great job. Great effort by Zerk Thatcher. Alir now running forward. Long ball. Horn Francis in the goal square. Takes the mark. He's had a very solid game so far. Hasn't really touched it in the third quarter. Puts through another one. Back out to a 43-point game. Finlayson just trying to do a job in the ruck right now. Jordan Sweet having a bit of a spell on the bench. Logan Evans does a really good job at halfback. Takes a good, strong mark. Whitlock hasn't really seen a lot of it today. I mean, he's been playing at centre-half forward and has really just been outdone by... I'm trying to think who's playing back there right now. I can't. But now, the Chad. Going to have a shot on goal. Only the 5 touches for today. But if he can kick a long ball, see if the Swans can get back. It's long. It's through. Another one out of the middle for the Swans. Alir doing a very good job at centre-half back. Just cleaning up right now. Tommy Cochran. Actually, Connor Rosie's all by himself. He's still playing in the midfield. Got sat on. Risky kick back by the Swans, but works out okay. They find Errol Goulden. Ball over the top. Looking for Rowbottom. Actually ends up with Rowbottom. Now, that's Corey Warner. Hits up Logan McDonald. Back-to-back goals for the Swans. I don't think we've seen it today. But an opportunity is here to get it done. It's a high kick. He snuck it in. Swans on the move once again. Now McLean looking for Amadi. Finds him. Probably a bit too far out to have a shot on goal. Kicks it long. And the Chad once again having another shot on goal. His second opportunity on goal for the quarter. Swans have 3 in a row and it's a 25-point game. And now Joe Berry's injured. Oh, I can't take the stress. We've put Georgiadis and Lukosius back in the lineup because I feel like half a bar of stamina should be fine for the rest of the game and not risk injury. But Berry and Butters both succumbing to injuries today, unfortunately. It's very, very sad. Swans at half forward. The Chad kicking long again. Offline this time, but Chad Warner starting to heat up. Connor Rosie. Short little kick to the pocket, looking for Ryan Burton. Finds him. Just a kick in hope, really. Where's Burn Jones going? He's sort of lost control a little bit there. We need a mark. Stop the bleeding. And now Logan McDonald trying to get his second of the quarter again. And he's already got 2, lining up for a third to get the Swans back within 3 goals. He's got it. We need a mark here. Swans are looking dangerous. Alir does a fantastic job. We've got players in the middle of the ground. It's Boak and it's Mills. Mills does the tough job. Takes a nice mark. Contested. All right, we've got Whitlock, I think that is, at half forward. Should be uncontested in the end. Oh, that's no good. Golden kicking forward. We need a mark here. We do. Burton. We'll just go quick handball. Probably should have just looked down the line. Ball comes down to ground. We're not really doing anything with it right now. Georgiades into the game. Rosie, please. Long ball. Gets tackled. It's holding the ball. And now Callum Mills, who's been one of the Swans' best today. Jordan Sweet. We need a mark. At full forward. Whitlock. Can't take it. Handball over the top. Burn Jones. Trying to find a target. He can't. But, oh no! What are the Swans doing? Tommy Cochran. A chance to get a bit more of a lead on the game. He kicks it through. Back out to 4 goals. A real error by the Swans. Now Logan McDonald at centre-half forward. Looking long. Looking for Chad Warner. Can't find him. Zerk Thatcher. Last line of defence does a really good job. The Burger King hasn't really been needed today. He's been pretty quiet. Kicks it forward to Travis Boak. We've got players over the top. There's 3, 4 of you. All right, we've got numbers. Sweet. Kicks down the line looking for Whitlock. Can't take the mark, but it's 3/4 time. But what a quarter of football. The Swans coming out of the abyss. 5 goals won to 4 goals won. Still a bit of work to do. But a very, very competitive game of football so far. Connor Rosie still just got the 4 goals. Didn't really do much that quarter. McDonald and Warner really stood up where the Swans needed it. Mills has 29 disposals on the game. Rosie 23. Adams 21. This last quarter is going to be a blast. Swans get the first clearance of the quarter. Bergman does well. Let's go wide. Lockie Jones giving chase. Still has a bit of stamina, so I don't know why he's moving so slowly. Great tackle in the end. Now looking for Jones once again. It's a high tackle. Oh, no, it's our advantage. I thought we gave away the free kick. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Georgiades. Long ball. Lukosius. Can't take the mark. And the Swans get it clear. Callum Mills has been so good today, as we know. Errol Goulden. Been quiet in times, but it's sort of popped up here and there. And a good mark by Connor Rosie in the middle of the ground. Long ball in the Burgoyne direction. No mark. But there's a goal. We get the first of the quarter. It's back out to 5. And now Burgoyne running onto it after the defensive clearance. Georgiades takes a good mark. And he is well within his range to have a shot on goal. Obviously, he has not spent a lot of time on the ground due to stamina / injury issues / concerns. But he puts one through. Now 6-goal game, and it's been a perfect start to the quarter for Port Adelaide. Great ball movement out of the middle by Port Adelaide. We need a quick kick. Burn Jones does a good job. And now Willem Drew needs to do the same. Lukosius takes the mark. The key forwards, we've gone relatively without them today. Lukosius hasn't touched it up until this point. And now to get his first on the day, he slots it through. 42-point game. We'll give him a bit of a rest as well as Georgiades next week. And then we'll get him back, hopefully fully healthy, at maybe round 17-ish. Joe Richards looking for a target up forward. Lukosius takes another mark. I need to get him off the ground before he tears something, honestly. He's been on the ground too long. Even though his stamina bar is not doing too bad right now. But he's got 2 goals for his troubles. Not exactly season average, but he's done a job for us. He's played 2 minutes. He's got 2 goals. That's all we really needed from him today. Now we got Ollie Wines at half forward. Connor Rosie's by himself. What the hell happened there? He just missed the ball completely, but Ollie Wines, he's recovered the ball. He's got it back. Let's kick it long. And now we're going in the Burn Jones direction again. Is he going to take a mark this time? Yes, he does. No goals for him today, but he's got 15 disposals. And he snuck one in. It's a 9-goal game. It's the biggest lead of the day. What a performance in spite of our injury troubles. And it should be said, Sydney are a very good side. They're currently in 9th, so they're not exactly the basket case that they are in real life right now. And now we've got to try and stop them from scoring a goal as Corey Warner this time chips up and kicks one. Long ball, Whitlock. Can't take the mark. Loose handball. Just trying to find a target. Ends up with Rosie. Who the hell was that to? I think I was aiming for goal. I don't really know what was going on there, but it's ended up with Ollie Wines. And he's been very, very good today. He's had a few games where he's had some absolute stinkers. He was injured for a bit. And that one's offline, unfortunately. We interrupt play at half forward. The Swans just trying to get it out of their defensive half, but they're not doing a very good job right now. They've done well, actually, there. Warner looking for a target. Burgoyne gets wrapped up. The two Warner boys just teaming up, doing a fantastic job on centre wing. And now Logan McDonald looking forward. Jordan Sweet has been so good all day. Looking wide to Jones, who's been playing a few more midfield minutes today. Finlayson hasn't had his best game today, we'll admit, but he's been playing out of position at times. Good tackle. We got another ball up. Another hit out to Jordan Sweet, having a fantastic game today. He would have to be in the votes if I had to guess. Obviously, Connor Rosie would probably get some votes. I don't think he'd be the 3 votes, but there's a few guys who I think has been very, very good as well. Horn Francis has been really solid. Obviously, Joe Berry's popped up in bits. Finlayson, I mean, he had the ball, but he definitely won't be getting any votes today. But I think Jordan Sweet, Horn Francis, and Rosie in some order will be the vote getters today. Lockie Jones has also been pretty good. Whitlock takes a mark. We may as well have a shot on goal. He hasn't kicked a goal today, apparently. So let's try and change that here. Had a big game last week. Kicked 8. Outside 50. That is absolutely flushed. He has nailed it. 55-point game. Can't be, I mean, there's 15 minutes left approximately. Swans going long and Amadi takes a nice mark inside 50. But in terms of time left in the game for the Swans to get back into it, I don't think they're in a position where they're going to kick 9 goals to win the game. Nice kick by Amadi. He's got 3, I believe. But you have to give credit to the Swans today. They've been very, very competitive at times. They got it back to within 3 goals, I think, at one point late in the third, but it's just not been exactly their day today, unfortunately. But I'm also very proud of our boys as well. We've dealt with the injuries that we have had. Rosie, that's a poor kick by Travis Boak, if I'm perfectly honest. But we've done well. We've done what we've needed to do to get the 4 points today. Ollie Wines takes a nice mark. Kick inside 50. Jordan Sweet takes a nice mark. He deserves a goal if he hasn't already got one. 20 disposals for the big man. Let's see if we can get him a snag. That glare is absolutely horrible. It's offline, but it's coming back. It's no good, and it's a 50-point game. And now Tommy Cochrane's going to have another shot on goal as he's just been kicked straight into as the man on the mark out of full back. He's got another goal, and it's out to 56. Great hands in the middle of the ground. Now we've got to find a target long. Whitlock. Can't take it. Great handball forward. Cochrane. He's been pushed in the tackle. Great effort by the Swans there. Forces the miss. And they actually hit a target coming out of fullback. Great job them. Another one, 2 in a row. Well done, Sydney. No, they couldn't get 3 in a row. It is a real shame. Jordan Sweet going to kick long. Looking for Connor Rosie. Takes a good mark. Yeah, I was thinking about passing it off, and I was like, I really shouldn't. We'll do the right thing. We'll slot goal number 5. Had a really good second quarter. I think he kicked 3 goals in that quarter. And he has been, again, captain's performance. Captain fantastic. Captain Port Adelaide. And Rosie now out of the middle, kicking long to Whitlock. Has just been outgunned today. Finlayson, loose ball. Handball over the top. Travis Boak trying to get on the scoreboard. Can't. Now we've got a ball out of fullback. Great spoil. I think that was Logan Evans. Ball inbound. It was not aimed for Connor Rosie, but sort of ended up with him in the end. Horn Francis over the top. Let's get one more. Trying to get Whitlock a goal. Doesn't work out. Whitlock on the move. Let's get him a snag. Takes another mark. He's actually gotten a lot of the ball today. He's been really, really good. Just hasn't hit the scoreboard as heavily as he has in previous weeks. For number 2, he's done well. He's been really impressive today, actually, as well. He could be one for some votes, and it's the 69. Nice point margin. Swans trying to get one more before the end of the game, and it ends up with Will Hayward, who kicked a really nice goal earlier, if I remember correctly. Hasn't really done a lot since, but he's lining up for number 2. Puts it straight through the middle. And there is the game. It is full-time. McInerney gets a hamstring injury on the siren for the Sydney Swans. But what a game by Port Adelaide. 9 goals to 3 in the final quarter. It was 3 goals to margin. Actually, it was a 24-point game at three-quarter time. 295 disposals on the game. Easily a season high. Absolutely dominant performance. Connor Rosie would have to be 3 votes today. 5 goals, 12 marks, 167 on the AFL Fantasy. Callum Mills, 177 on the AFL Fantasy. I think this was Jewel of the Captains Part 2, actually. Callum Mills, 40 disposals. Connor Rosie, 34. Horn Francis, 28. Jordan Sweet, 23, was also amazing. Had 25 hitouts, dominated in the ruck. Who else did a really good job today? Anastopoulos, 2 goals, 1. Horn Francis, 2 goals. Cochrane, Lukosius, Whitlock, Burn-Jones. Joe Berry was really good in the first quarter. Kicked, I think, 1 goals, 2. Ended up with 1 goals, 3. But a really impressive performance by a lot of players today. It was really a team effort to get this one done. Connor Rosie with the 3 votes today via the BOG, and Callum Mills with the 2. Alir was actually not someone I considered to get votes in the end, but it actually worked out all good. He got 12 intercept marks, and I think he ended up with about 17 disposals. Yes, he did. Was very, very good. Jordan Sweet and Horn Francis, I thought, were a little bit unlucky, but a very, very solid performance by the boys. And in terms of our objectives, we got the 11 behinds. We only got the 3 defensive spoils. Had I remembered to check that, we probably could have gotten that as an additional $5,000. And I believe we did get one of our season objectives unlocked, which was beat 4 of teams that finished in the top 8 last season. So we get the additional $187,000, which is always great. Zach Butters is out for 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring injury, as is Joe Berry. So not a good round of footy. In terms of player fatigue, I think we just need to play it. I mean, in terms of the rest of the team, I think the rest of the team is okay. It's just, yeah, Lukosius is 0%, Georgiadis is 0%. So the rest of the team's actually fine. It's just we won't play. Oh, Tommy Cochrane's down a little bit. So I think our next course of action is just to give Lukosius and Georgiadis as much rest as we can. We'll stick to the original player training. I think that is fine. That is no need for us to change anything. The squad selection for Carlton I will do now. Otherwise, I will forget to do it at the start of the next episode. But we're going to make 4 changes because Lukosius and Georgiadis are going to come out. And then there's Butters and Berry who also need to come out. So I think this is the perfect opportunity for Todd Marshall to come back into the side as well. Who could we give a game to? I know Christian Moraes has done a little bit in the SANFL, but probably not someone that we really want to give a game to. Willie Rioli is injured, unfortunately. Jackson Mead could come in for Zach Butters. I think that's what we're going to do there. And then I think Tommy Cochrane can just sit in the forward pocket. Joe Berry, we still need to take out. Sam Powell-Pepper can come out. And in terms of Georgiadis, what do we do there? I think Finlayson can sit inside the forward pocket. And then Georgiades can come out for... I think Kane Farrell is going to get some game time. He's back from injury, it looks like. So we're going to bring him in. He is not going to be sitting on the bench. We will play him at halfback. Burn Jones can sit in that forward pocket. Finlayson on the bench. Everything else, I think Pal Pepper will be the sub. Joe Richards has been the sub the last couple of weeks. So apart from that, the rest of the lineup is going to stay the same, but a bit of a lesser side that we're going to be sort of fielding up against Carlton. And we'll just have a quick look at things. Kane Farrell is back, as we know. And then Willie Rioli has a calf strain. And Axel Doherty, who is one of the youth players that we picked up, he's going to be out for 7 to 8 weeks. And that is going to do it for today, guys. If we have a look at our objectives for the next episode, we can see that we need to get 550 disposals, which probably isn't going to happen. 85 tackles and 220 contested possessions. We'll just wait and see how that goes. But I am done. Thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.